What is up guys, my name is Nort and in today's video I'm going to be showing off 10 rare and powerful as well as secret weapons in Fallout 4. I'm also going to be showing off some cool surprises in this video, including some bonus weapons, so stay tuned for that, and without any more information said, let's get into the video. So starting off the episode, we're going to take a look at the weapon located at Sorga's Ironwork. This weapon is probably one of my most favourite weapons so far, and you guys will absolutely love it. I just want to mention that you must make sure you do have quite a bit of aid with you, as well as some good weapons and armour, as there are a lot of enemies to kill. A sniper rifle would be recommended to pick them off at far range, just to make sure they are dead before you get here. But all you're going to want to do is make your way into the furnace, and what I did was lay down a few mines, so by the time he finds out on an enemy, he's already blown up and pretty much dead. But once you have killed off the slag, you're then going to want to take his weapon, and you will find he has a Shish Kabob. Now the Shish Kabob is a rare weapon, and this is probably, like I said, one of my most favourite weapons in the game. It's extremely powerful, very easy to use, and just look at how badass this weapon looks. It's something you guys definitely want to get if you are interested in melee weapons, and it's something you can always use and make sure you can rely on. Now coming in for the next weapon, all you're going to want to do is make your way over to Hubris Comics. It's a fairly easy location to find, it's right next to Swan's Pond, but once you're over at Hubris Comics, you're then going to want to find the Hubris Comics store. Now this weapon is very easy and simple to get, so you won't have to worry about having to fight many enemies or having to do many things to get this gun. This is a simple, just kill a few ghouls, make your way in and unlock the advanced lock you will find in the display case. Now inside the display case will be another melee weapon. It is one of my most favourite ones once again, alongside the Shish Kabob, just because of the amount of damage you can inflict with this weapon. Once you have got this axe, you may recognise it from a lot of videos on YouTube, and I saw many comments asking how you can obtain it, so I decided to include it in this video. Now coming in for the third weapon of the day, all you're going to want to do is make your way to this unmarked location. Just for some display, it is just south from Hugo's Hole, and it's south from a few other locations around that. But all you're going to want to do is make your way through this kind of semi-open door. And once you have made your way inside, you're going to want to follow the exact route I take. Now there is a small puzzle you have to do, which is very easy to beat, but once you're inside, I'll tell you exactly how you can beat it. So as you can see, there's an inaccessible door along with 4 buttons next to it. In order to open this door and obtain the secret and rare weapon, all you're going to want to do is turn around and see these 4 numbers scratched into the wall. 0, 4, 5, 1. Now these numbers are the ones you want to input into the machine, and in order to get each number, you must press the button for the amount of times that number counts as. So for example 0, unfortunately there's no 0 number, so you're going to have to press this 10 times, so you get the 0 and the 10 to work as the 0. It's just how the puzzle works. The 0 is a 10. The next one, push it, I believe it's 4 times, just so you can get the 4, and the next one 5 times, and the last one just once. Once you have done this, the door will then open, making it accessible, and you'll be able to go inside the room and choose yourself the rare and secret weapon. But as you can see right now, 10, 4, 5, and the last one 1, that is the code you want to get. Make your way inside the room, and you will see a pistol revolver-like vehicle on the floor, as well as a chest, which I believe you can get ammo in as well. But once you have got the gainer, you'll be able to use it around about. It sets targets on fire for 15 points of damage, and it's got a 48 damage there. It's also got a good range of 119, and the value is almost 500 bottle caps, so it's something you definitely don't want to miss out on. And for the fourth weapon of the episode, we're going to make our way to Vault 81. Once you have made your way over to Vault 81, you're then going to want to sit on the chair and wait a while until Cricket shows up. Now what she'll be able to do is trade with you a numerous amount of items, including, you guessed it, a rare and secret weapon. Now unfortunately I did not have enough bottle caps to actually purchase this weapon, but I will show you a small inspection of what this weapon is and what it can do. It's a very good weapon, and I do recommend you guys get it if you can, but as you can see, it is known as the Spray and Pray. I'm sure some of you guys have heard of this weapon. It has exploding bullets on impact, which do an extra 15 points of area effect damage, so it's definitely something you want. The damage is 31, and I could imagine this just being a heck of an entertaining weapon. But coming in for the fifth weapon of the episode, all you're going to want to do is make your way to my location and enter yourself into this kind of bookstore or store. And do beware, there's going to be quite a few enemies, including suicide mutants who will be holding mini nukes. So if you kill them, you'll be able to collect their mini nukes. If you don't, then you better pray you don't die. They did kill me a few times, but once you have made your way through the store, you're then going to want to come over to what looks to be a generator. All you're going to want to do is open the circuit breaker and activate it. Once you have activated it, you're then going to want to find an overturned lorry. This may take quite a long time to do. It took me about 5 or 10 minutes to find it, as it is a huge scrapyard with loads of cargo containers. But what you're going to want to do is jump on the overturned lorry and then enter yourself into this trap door. Once you're in the trap door, kill a few mutants which are inside, and once you have killed them off, you'll be able to take yourself this rare and secret weapon. Now this doesn't take too long to do. Once you have a few stim packs and a good weapon, the mutants should die fairly fast. However, there are 3 of them and they are very angry, so do make sure you are prepared. Like I said, this area will contain a lot of enemies and a lot of angry mutants and suicide mutants. But once you have killed them all off, like I said, there's 3 of them down here, fairly easy to kill. Once you have taken them all out, simply make your way up into one side of this container and you will see a weapon just sitting on a table. Now this is the railway rifle. Personally, it's not my most favorite weapon in the game, but it is here, it is there if you guys want to take it and want to use it. And it's absolutely free just sitting here on a table, and it's also got a high value if you are thinking of reselling this gun. But you're in luck. The railway rifle is definitely a powerful weapon and something you could do a lot of damage with. I'm not too sure how easy it is to find ammo with it, but as you can see there, it's got a damage of 125. So once you have obtained this gun, I do recommend keeping hold of it, but it's not my most favorite one in the game. Now coming in for the 6th weapon of this episode, we're going to go back to Vault 81, but this time we're going to go inside the vault. Now you do need to collect the 3 fusion cores to actually get inside the vault at the start. Of course, I ended up collecting the fusion cores and I made my way inside. Once you have made your way inside, you're then going to want to find this door, open it up, and then follow the exact route I take. It's fairly easy to find. There's quite a few doors you have to go through, but think yourself lucky that there's no enemies you have to fight. But unfortunately, this weapon is going to be something you're going to have to purchase in a barter sale, so do make sure you are aware that you may need some bottle caps in order to purchase this next weapon. But all you're going to want to do is follow your way up the elevator, make your way into this room, and find the lady known as Alexis. Now once you have found Alexis, you're then going to want to ask her to trade. Once you have started trading with her, you'll notice she's holding so many amazing things. For example, you'll notice she has some really good armor which you guys may want if you do have a lot of bottle caps to spend. Of course, she has the Overseer's Guardian, which is the weapon which we're going to be looking at today. The Overseer's Guardian is a very powerful weapon. Unfortunately, I couldn't purchase it as well, but here is just a small example and shot of this Guardian. It's got a damage of 55, and it's also got a fire rate of 90, a range of 109, and a value of 461. A weapon which I think you guys would absolutely love. Now coming in for the 7th weapon of the day, we're going to make our way over to the Covenant. And once you're at the Covenant, simply find pennies. This may take a while to do. You can sleep on it, you can sit down on it. As long as you find pennies and start trading with her, you will notice she'll be holding some very interesting things. One of which being the Justice. Now the Justice, once again, is a very good weapon and it has a very good damage rate, but unfortunately it is worth almost 3,000 bottle caps. So if you do get this weapon, make sure you do hang on to it. I'm not too sure if it really is worth the bottle caps, but for the damage you can inflict, it's definitely a weapon which is worth having regardless, but you can get it from Penny. Now the next one we're going to be showing off is at Walden's Pond. Once you're at Walden's Pond, simply make your way over to what looks to be the drainage pipe. And once you're over at the drainage pipe, simply open it up and you will notice a nice complex system of pipes underneath the ground. Once you've made your way through, you'll see a few enemies, fairly easy to kill. And once you have killed off the enemies, simply make your way into the back room. Now once you're in the back room, you will see kind of like a wrench looking weapon. And this is known as the Big Jim. Now the Big Jim doesn't inflict too much damage, but it can have a tendency of crippling your enemies, so it's definitely a weapon worth having, and as you can see, it's a rare weapon in this game. Once you have collected the Big Jim, you'll understand that it has a 20% chance of crippling the target's leg, and as you can see, this is just a great melee weapon to be swinging around. Not my favorite one, but it's still a rare and secret weapon, fairly easy to obtain as well, so I thought I may as well include this into this episode. And next up, we're going to make our way into Libertalia. Now once you're in Libertalia, all you're going to want to do is make your way into the captain's cabin, and once you're inside, what you will notice is a gun resting on what looks to be a box. This is called Les Fusiles Terribles. This is an Easter egg from Fallout 3, as this translates in French to the terrible gun. Now in Fallout 3 there was a gun known as the Terrible Shotgun, but this is also a rare and secret weapon in the game, which also inflicts a lot of damage. Now this is one of your lucky free weapons to get. It has a damage of 62 like I said, and it's got a value of about 400 bottle caps, but this weapon is definitely something I recommend getting, as it does inflict a lot of damage, and it will help you out in those close quarter fights. Now this is the final weapon of the episode, but I'm going to be including a bonus as well, as this will give you kind of 2 rare and secret weapons in one. So what you're going to want to do is make your way over to my location. Now there's a lot of enemies you want to kill, and there's also a lot of flashbacks you can get as well. Now I'm not going to show the entire trench out, as this did take me about an hour to do, but it's definitely worth doing if you are interested in getting these weapons. So what you're going to want to do is make your way as deep as possible into the quarry until you're at the final ground floor of the quarry. Now like I said, this will take a long time to do as there are a lot of enemies you want to kill, but once you have got to this kind of location right at the end, you will see a whole bunch of enemies, some of them with some stars next to as well. Now what you're going to want to do is kill the one named as Bob. Once you have killed Bob, you'll understand he will drop a secret and rare weapon. Now although it's still a sniper rifle, it's something I think you guys would absolutely love anyway, and this is the bonus weapon, and this is called the Mutant Slayers Hardened Sniper Rifle. Now what you can do with this is you can do 50% more damage against super mutants. It's got a 46 damage, and it also comes with quite a bit of ammo, so I recommend picking up this weapon before you jump into the water to get the bonus weapon of this episode at number 11. And once you have jumped into the water, make your way over to the altar to get yourself this awesome melee weapon known as the Krem's Tooth. Now there's also 2 mini nukes you can get as well, so I do recommend picking them up and then swimming out as fast as possible. Once you swim out, you can then use the tooth for as many times as you want to, as it is a melee weapon. Now this is probably one of the coolest melee weapons, which ties I reckon with the Shish Kabob, so if you are interested in getting a cool, awesome and powerful and rare weapon, then the tooth is definitely something for you. Well guys, that's all I got time for today, but if you did enjoy this video, then if you could be kind enough to click that like button below, then that would be very much appreciated, and I also recommend, if you are new here, to click that subscribe button so you'll never miss out on any more Fallout 4 content on a daily basis on my channel. I would also like to know which weapon was your favorite down in the comments, alongside any other weapons you would like to be included in a future episode. And I want to say a huge thank you to my good friend of mine known as TwoDynamic. He is the person who helped me with a lot of these locations, so I want to say a big shout out to him. If you want to go and check out his YouTube channel, then I will leave a link to him down in the description below. Anyway guys, I hope you did enjoy, and I'll see you all next time.